Hello, we're getting close to the finish line here, but I want to encourage everybody to do your best to finish this class successfully. Now, if we look at the academic calendar for Summer Session B, we see that our last day of class is next Thursday. However, Friday is the exam, and then there is the holiday, and grades are due a week later. That means I have a week after classes end to submit your grades. Now, technically, I do not have a week. Technically, I'm supposed to submit your grades by 24 hours after the exam. So that means I'm supposed to submit them on Saturday. I'm not sure whether Self-Service Carolina will close out the grading, but usually they don't. So you can always take a chance in using the weekend to finish up the work for the class, and in hopes that Self-Service Carolina won't shut me out and I can still submit your grade on Monday, July 3rd. That's just a little bonus information for listening to this video if you do need more time. Keep in mind, if you turn in everything late, you are not getting the same grade as the people who turned in everything on time. I will have to lower your grade a little bit because it's just not fair to the people who turned everything in on time. There has to be a bonus for them. But we're looking at the difference between, for some of you, passing and failing, or getting a C and getting a B, and I would rather not have anybody fail. I would rather have more B's than C's. So keep in mind that you have time to finish things up. Part of the reason that I want to give you extra time to finish things up is I've reorganized the show a little bit here. So going to our class website, going back to information, I just updated the information for the class. Previously, the second critical response paper was due either on the 23rd or the 26th. I thought about my priorities and the ways that you learn best. And in my experience, the best learning has happened through student presentations. So if you look at the change here, I moved that second critical response paper to the 28th and these poster presentations to the 26th. It's more important to me that you finish that presentation on time than really anything else, because I've changed around the daily work a little bit, and this is all supposed to be for your benefit. So there was this folder entitled Lessons of Heitai. It was originally, I believe, for the 22nd or the 23rd. I moved it up to the last day of class because I want the presentations to come first. I want you to focus the presentations and what you want to teach the class. So we have 4 folders now, 5 folders for presentations. Notice that I also added in the Black Power, Angela Davis, and Carceral Studies folder that this work is for June 20th through 21st, or if you want to finish it after you finish your presentation, that is okay with me. I don't want to have to grade everything on the 4th of July, and I'm not sure if Self-Service Carolina is going to shut me out of the grading system. The repercussions for that all come down on me because it just means the registrar is really mad at me and I have to do a bunch of paperwork. But if you have a choice between finishing this and finishing your presentation on time, I'm asking you to finish the presentation on time. So let me show you the presentation planning folders. there is a discussion forum that you can, I want you to log in and talk about your ideas for the presentation. That's the only thing we have here for today. Now, when you go to the actual forum, you see that it requires you to do some research and some serious thinking and some planning in this forum, but it's the only assignment for today. So please, as you post this discussion planning forum, look carefully at the questions. What is your topic? What makes your topic distinctly important to African American culture or African American studies? What source are you going to use? Sometimes we use websites or films, but books and library sources are also excellent materials to use. For example, I suggested to one of your classmates that she use the PBS documentary And Still I Rise to talk about Maya Angelou. However, that documentary, as interesting as it is and as great a source it is, doesn't actually have texts of the poems. If you want those, you go to poets.org, or you can Google Maya Angelou and poems, or look in other sources to find the poems by Maya Angelou or Langston Hughes, you know, if you're talking about a poet or an author. There's also another source that you might want to use if you're talking about a poet or an author. Sorry, this takes me a second, in the library. And I want to show you the source because I just discovered it and I just fell in love with it. Okay, I'm on the library pages. I'm going to databases and e-resources. I'm going to B for Black. Don't laugh. That's how I remember this stuff. We have Black Studies and Video. We have Black Thought and Culture. We have Black Drama. Hey, if you want to do a playwright, if you saw Fences and you love it and you want your presentation to be on August Wilson, take a peek in here. Black Women Writers. And you just go into the database and see what do they have. This is a great opportunity to find materials. So here we have Marie Laveau, Unity Dow, a South African writer whose work I love. Well, let's see if we can find some Angelou here. Okay. 72 full text documents. That looks promising. Now, the reason I want you to look at these Black Women Writers, Black Thought, Black Culture databases is I love making text available to you for free. I know I asked you to pay for a couple of film views. I know I asked you to pay for the Coates book because you want to own a book like that. You want to have that book on your shelf and you want to say, hey kids, I read this in college, to your grandchildren or your nieces and nephews or your own children. Because some books you just need to have. Okay, now it's being stupid. Go back to Black Women Writers. If you have learned about COINTELPRO from the Black Panther video, I always claim that COINTELPRO is trying to intervene in our knowledge here. Jokingly, but still. Okay, so this thing has gone crazy. I apologize. Let's try Black Thought and Culture. Now, interested in the Black Panthers? Would you like to read the autobiography of Assata Shakur? Here it is, for free, because you pay for it with your tuition. It's part of the library database. Or, interested in Sojourner Truth? There we have Sojourner Truth. I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to find Maya Angelou in here. This is actually giving us too much stuff. Here's an interview with Maya Angelou. Here are some critical articles about Maya Angelou. Now, another easy way, say you're using In Still I Rise, and you want to find poems by Maya Angelou or by any African American poet that you might be interested in presenting your work on. Go to poets.org. And always feel free to email me and say, hey, send me some sources about my topic. I will be more than happy to send you some links you might want to use. So here is a picture and some background information. When we scroll down, I believe that's where we find the links to poems. And here we have an audio of Phenomenal Woman, the actual poem Still I Rise. You can tweet it, you can post it on Facebook. But here's the poem. Copy and paste, link it in to your presentation. You know I love audio.
You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I got oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns, with certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I'll rise. Do you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling like teardrops weakened by my soulful cries? Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it too hard, 'cause I laugh like I got gold mines digging in my own backyard.
Okay, I love this, but I don't want to make Taylor mad at me because she's working on Maya Angelou. So I don't want to steal any of her possible sources. So anyway, just ways to find things. Email me. I'm happy to help you find stuff. Or email me drafts, ask me questions, communicate. As you know, the sample presentations are over here. This is the black, you get 3 points here for planning your presentation and posting it so other people can see what classmates are planning. And these 3 folders are empty. I will make welcome videos for them and possibly even quizzes for them, but these are the days when your work is to look at your classmates' assignments. So here's a SWAY presentation on Langston Hughes. It doesn't follow the rubric for our class, but this PowerPoint does include all of the aspects you want to have for making a presentation for this class. Shut up! Shut up, you stupid dog. Sorry, my dogs are barking because the twins are here. Now, somebody mentioned that the rubrics are confusing, and it always surprises me when people say that the rubrics are confusing, because what they do is they give you a checklist of all of the things that you need to do in order to earn all of the points for the assignment. Maybe the confusion comes because you don't know what I mean by telling the class what you will learn or making contemporary issues. If you have questions about that, just let me know. But this should help you to plan and write your presentation. This sample PowerPoint is my very sad example of the bare bones of what a presentation looks like. Now, the twins and my mother are about to come in and make a whole bunch of noise, so I apologize, but I want to show you one other thing. I have created a new sidebar here called Quizzes and Tests. All the quizzes and tests show up in my view. If you don't watch the videos and mark the videos reviewed every day, you still might not have all of the quizzes and tests show up in this sidebar, but I put it here for those of you who are always feeling like you're missing something. And there should be, at this point, one, and there's going to be still more added. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 11 quizzes. Now keep in mind, if you don't do all of the quizzes, you only need 10. And there are the midterm, there is the midterm and the practice midterm. Oh, now we're yelling mommy. So I'm going to check out now. I will tell you more about this stuff tomorrow. Oh, here they come. You can hear the crashing in the background. I'm going to let them say hello because they keep asking to make a video for you. Hey, I'm making a video for my students. You want to say hi to my students? I see you have a lollipop. That's wonderful. Want to say hello? Say hello.
Hello.
You can't?
I'm gonna laugh.
I don't have the video on to say it. Just say hello.
Hello.
Say, I'm in New York with Grandma.
I'm your grandma.
Say, good luck doing your work.
Look.
Good luck with homework. Okay, we got a lollipop in our mouth, so that's as good as it gets. You'll see us all tomorrow. Have a great day. Thank you, as always, for your patience.